A Raindrop's Journey by Paloma J. Illustrated by Jamie Meckel-Tabelson. A Raindrop's Journey. One spring day, a big raindrop was up in a storm cloud. Suddenly, it fell down from the cloud. It flew left and right as it fell through the air with many other raindrops. The big raindrop was starting its long journey. Water-wise, a cloud is made of millions of tiny water droplets that become raindrops when they fall down to earth. Some raindrops landed on meadows and gave the deer a nice drink. Other raindrops fell onto the forest and helped the trees grow. But the big raindrop did not land yet. Water-wise, all living things, from the smallest flea to the biggest tree, need water to live. The big raindrop landed on top of a mountain and trickled down into a small stream. Soon the small stream joined a big river. The raindrop rushed down the river. It went faster and faster. Water-wise, water runs down mountains into tiny streams. Then the streams flow into rivers. Then the raindrop tumbled off a cliff in a beautiful waterfall. Some drops splashed onto rocks, and some drops formed mist at the bottom of the waterfall. But the big raindrop kept flowing down the river. Water-wise, a waterfall forms when a stream or river goes over a steep hill or cliff. Look at this really nice inset diagram of a waterfall coming off of a cliff. I also really like the way that the author and illustrator arranged the words on this page. It helped keep me interested by showing me the way the water traveled down the river. Soon the river gushed into a salty ocean. The big raindrop bobbed up and down with the ocean waves. The big raindrop drifted all around, past seaweed, boats, and fish. Water-wise, wind causes waves to form in the oceans. A wave gets taller as it comes on shore. When the sun came out, the raindrops started to get hot. It got hotter and hotter. Then the raindrop burst into tiny parts that no one could see, like a puff of air. The tiny parts floated up into the sky. Pop, sss. Those are onomatopoeia words, remember? Water-wise, when liquid gets very hot, it changes into water vapor. When the puff reached the cooler clouds, it dropped back into a big raindrop. It had made a long trip around and back up to the clouds. Now the raindrop was ready to go down and around and back up all over again. Water-wise, all water on Earth moves around from the air to the ground and back up again. This is called the water cycle. This is a fantastic diagram that shows how the water cycle works. It starts as a water droplet in the clouds. It falls to the earth as rain. It ends up in streams or waterfalls, into a river, then back into the ocean, and then back up into the clouds as water vapor. Glossary. This is a nonfiction text feature. Most nonfiction books will have a glossary at the end. A glossary is like a dictionary. It tells the meaning of words in alphabetical order, but only words that are important to this book. Cloud, water droplets floating high in the air. River, a big natural stream of water. Water cycle, how water on earth moves around from the air to the ground and back to the air again. Water vapor, an invisible form of water. Waterfall, river or stream that falls over a high place. Author's note, the water cycle. All the water on earth moves around on an endless trip called the water cycle. The sun heats the water in the oceans, lakes, and streams, turning the water into water vapor. Some of this water vapor rises to form clouds, where it cools and collects into liquid drops. When the clouds are filled, the liquid falls as rain or snow, and the cycle continues.